The Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to the channel, Why and Our Family. Today is a wild day in the soap world, and we have some massive, jaw-dropping leaks to unpack. Grab your coffee or wine, because you are going to need it as we dive into the absolute madness unfolding in Genoa City. I cannot believe they are doing this again. I mean, I am literally typing this up at 2 a.m. because my brain will not shut off after seeing what just leaked online. I am pacing my living room, completely losing my mind over the sheer audacity of these writers and the absolute stupidity of the Newman family. I just need to get this out of my system and vent to people who actually get it, because if I have to hold these thoughts in for one more second, I am going to explode. We need to talk about this Newman party, the basement of doom, and that terrifying leaked video of Victoria. And let's start with the Newmans. The absolute arrogance of this family is just staggering. They are literally throwing a party, a celebration, clinking champagne glasses, probably wearing their finest designer clothes, and toasting to the fact that the big bad Wolf is gone. Why? Because Sienna said Matt Clark is dead. Sienna. Since when is Sienna the definitive coroner of Genoa City? I'm sorry, but are Victor and Nikki actually this gullible? Have they learned nothing from decades of villains faking their deaths? I've been watching since 2015, and this is the worst case of premature celebration I have ever seen. They are so incredibly smug, standing around their lavish living room, completely oblivious to the reality of their situation. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we even get to the terrifying reality of Matt Clark, can we just pause and talk about Malcolm for a second? Because apparently, Malcolm has secretly arrived in Genoa City and literally no one knows he is there. Like, what is the point of this secret mission? We know he is desperately looking for a bone marrow match, and we know Kane is scheming in the background to use his own marrow as leverage to steal Chancellor Winters. So why is Malcolm creeping around in the shadows? Is he investigating Kane? Is he hiding from Devon? It is driving me crazy. It's giving me major 2018 vibes when characters would just lurk in the background for weeks without saying a word. I know some people are loving the mystery of Malcolm's return, but personally, I need him to step into the light and confront this family drama head-on. Okay, back to the main point. The Newmans are popping champagne in Genoa City while, let's not forget, Nick Newman is literally writhing in agony on a dirty floor in a Las Vegas gas station. Do these people not check their phones? Adam is frantically trying to save Nick's life from a poisoned batch of drugs that Matt Clark planted, and Victor is back home acting like the war is won. The contrast is sickening. It makes me so frustrated with Victor. He is so busy blackmailing Phyllis with fake AA emails to steal Summers Corp that he has completely abandoned his sons to a monster. Because Matt Clark is not dead, we all knew it. Anyone with half a brain knew it. And where is he? He is hiding in a dark, grimy basement right under their noses, secretly watching the Newmans celebrate his so-called death. It is chilling. Just imagine the scene. Victor giving a pompous speech about how the Newman family always prevails, and the camera cuts to Matt in a dimly lit basement, a twisted, sadistic smile on his face, watching them on a surveillance feed. Matt is choosing his next target, and he is not a stupid man. I have to admit, as much as I hate him for what he is doing to Nick and Sharon, Matt is a phenomenal villain. The audacity and ferocity of this guy make us have to rethink everything we know about why and our villains. Remember when they tried to make Ashland Locke this terrifying mastermind? Yeah, didn't work then either. Ashland folded like a cheap suit, but Matt is genuinely terrifying because he is patient. He is perfectly willing to walk away, let them think they've won, and then strike when they are most vulnerable. He is ready to punish anyone and everyone. But here is the thing that has me screaming at my screen. The leaked video. Did you guys see it? If you haven't, go search the forums right now because I am losing my mind. The promo shows Victoria Newman, the untouchable Ice Queen herself, gagged and tied to a chair, I almost dropped my phone. Victoria is the next victim, and seeing her stripped of all her power, looking absolutely terrified in that chair, is a massive shock to the system. And this is where my brain is just doing backflips because we immediately assume it's Matt, right? Because he's the basement stalker. He's the one watching the family. It makes perfect sense that he would snatch Victor's precious daughter right out from under him to prove a point. Matt wants to break the Newmans psychologically, and taking Victoria while Victor is celebrating is the ultimate power move. But wait, let's think about this for a second. Is it definitely Matt? Because Victoria is currently locked in a vicious, nasty feud with Sally Spectra. And I mean, it has been brutal. Victoria has been helping Victor blackmail Phyllis, and she has been completely ruthless to anyone in her path. Meanwhile, Sally is in the darkest place imaginable. Sally just lost her baby. She had a devastating car crash after fleeing from Billy and Jill's horrific accusations about her pregnancy. Sally is completely broken, terrified, and consumed by grief. Am I the only one who thinks Sally might have completely snapped? I mean, think about it. Sally has lost everything. Her baby, her relationship with Billy, her peace of mind. And here comes Victoria, parading around with her Newman privilege, probably saying something incredibly condescending. What if Sally just lost her mind and grabbed Victoria? I know, it sounds crazy. Sally isn't a violent kidnapper. Sometimes I contradict myself because I'm just so emotional figuring out these plots, but you have to admit a grieving. And hence Sally taking Victoria hostage would be the plot twist of the century. I know some people are saying there is no way Sally could pull that off, and you're probably right. It is 99% likely that Matt Clark is the one who tied Victoria to that chair. But what if Matt is framing Sally? Oh my God. What if Matt kidnapped Victoria and is leaving evidence to make it look like Sally did it, knowing that Sally is already unstable and the police would easily believe she snapped? That would be diabolical. That is exactly the kind of twisted chess move Matt would make. He ruins Victoria and sends Sally to prison in one fell swoop, leaving the Newmans and the Abbotts in total chaos. I am just so frustrated with Victoria right now, though. I don't want her to be tortured by a psychopath, but I am kinda here for her getting a massive reality check. She has been so high and mighty, sitting in her executive chair, handing Phyllis fake AI evidence to destroy her life. Victoria thought she was untouchable. Well, guess what, Vicky? You can't outsmart a monster who has nothing to lose. And let's talk about Victor's impending reaction. When Victor finds out that while he was drinking champagne and gloating, his oldest son was dying from poison drugs in Vegas, and his daughter was being gagged and tied to a chair in some abandoned room. Victor is going to absolutely lose his mind. The guilt should eat him alive. But knowing Victor, he will just blame everyone else. He'll probably blame Adam for Nick's overdose and blame Sally for Victoria's kidnapping, even if Matt did it. I am just so emotionally invested in this right now. The stakes haven't been this high in Genoa City in years. We have Nick fighting for his life, Adam stepping up as the hero, Sharon panicking, Phyllis backed into a corner, Sally suffering an imaginable tragedy, Malcolm hiding in the shadows, and Matt Clark orchestrating a masterclass in psychological warfare from a dirty basement. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight. I need the next episode right now. I need to know who is behind that door when Victoria looks up from that chair. If it's Matt, we are in for a bloodbath. If it's Sally, we are in for an Emmy-winning psychological thriller. Either way, I am strapped in and ready for the ride. Let me know if I'm totally crazy for the Sally theory, because my group chat is currently divided, but I am standing by it. We have to keep talking about this, so drop all your wild theories and let's figure this out together.